What's up, y'all? Remy TV back again with another video, back again with another reaction, and today we're talking about LeBron James, the king, LeBron James. So do me a favor, man. This is your first time on the channel, drop a comment. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and then push that notification bell as well. So let's get into the video.
Two associates named in federal PED investigation story that just recently came out, and it's got a lot of people saying, is LeBron doing GH, his young growth hormone? Is this the Lance Armstrong story that's about to come out, and they're going to strip him of all these different accolades that he has? So let's read it. LeBron James' close associate Ernest Mims, business manager, and David Alexander, trainer, have been named an unredacted federal document related to the biogenesis scandal. However, there is no accusation or evidence of LeBron James using performance enhancement drugs in the reports. The biogenesis scandal previously implicated Major League Baseball players like Ryan Braun and Nelson Cruz, leading to suspensions for 21 players. Ernest Mims was cited for buying controlled substances for personal use, while David Alexander was listed as a Miami-based personal trainer for LeBron James' wife. LeBron James and other athletes were not directly named in the case.
Pull up that picture of LeBron looking swole. Here's the thing, man. Listen, if you ask me, I'm not accusing anybody. I'm not saying anybody's doing it. I'm not saying that I know that anybody's doing it. But I have a hunch. And I have an opinion. And so I'm going to say it. I think LeBron on it. Here's the reason why I say that. Bruh, he's in the league 21 years. This dude runs faster. He's stronger. He jumps higher than rookies in the league. He's still one of the most athletic players in the NBA. This dude's been in the league for a long time. He went to 10 straight finals. Played in the Olympics a couple times. That means he's balling all year round. And you trying to tell me year 21. This dude averaged like 29 points last year. He probably going to average another 29, 30 points this year. You trying to tell me ain't nothing fishy about that? That's just all natural. That's just all natural. He really doesn't get hurt. And all I'm saying is, if he is doing it, it is what it is. Because here's the thing. Here's the argument that I pose to the people that say, oh, ain't no way the NBA would never let something like that happen. If you were the NBA and you know this is the cash cow, the guy that's bringing in the money, he is ringing that cash register, and you know he doing something, he's prolonging his career, which means you get to make more money, more years. The more years is in the league, the more jerseys you sell, the more arenas you sell out, the more shoes you sell, the more games you sell. You trying to tell me if you found out LeBron James was doing something, you gonna tell anybody? I know I wouldn't. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I wouldn't do it because that man is bringing in billions of dollars. Look what happened to baseball whenever they had that big old scandal. Look what happened, right, to Tour de France. I remember I used to watch Tour de France. I didn't know what cycling was, but I used to watch it because I thought these people were spectacular athletes, and they are. Lance Armstrong, don't get it twisted, he's still a great. However, that steroids thing, it kind of messed him up, right? That doping thing, it messed up his legacy. Think about Barry Bonds. Think about, they're not going to do that to LeBron James. He makes too much money for the NBA. That's my argument.
James told ESPN that the Los Angeles Lakers had no knowledge. He, his wife, or his associate were even referenced in a biogenesis investigation until approached by the media organization last year. ESPN's request to interview James and Mims were declined after they provided James's camp with applicable information to back up their questioning. It's clear ESPN's reporting on the subject took over a year's worth of research. And while this is first needle-moving action involving the biogenesis case in several years, it's surely not going to be the last. Can you find a picture? Just Google, is LeBron James taking PED with his body? Tom, I'm going to go to you first because there's a story of this that came out with Peyton Manning. We had his neck accident. What are your thoughts on this story here with LeBron James and Peyton Manning?
Well, look, I mean, there's smoking guns here, but there is a huge economic interest of the NBA not to have your number one star have an issue like this. They saw what happened with A-Rod, Manny Ramirez, and how baseball took such black eyes. So there's a lot of economic interest in the NBA not to have this happen.
Right.
On the other side of it, there appears to be a playbook here. Because when Peyton Manning hurt his neck, supposedly he was receiving certain substances that came to his wife.
And to Peyton Manning's defense, if you freaking, what do you do? He broke his neck, whatever, something crazy, and you're an athlete, you're competitive as hell. Like, I'm not saying it's right, but it's Tracy McGrady. Right? Tracy McGrady, who was one of the greatest basketball players of all time, just recently came out and said when he was at his peak and then he started getting injured and his body was breaking down, he was getting hurt all the time. He couldn't recover like he used to. So you know what kind of thoughts were creeping into his mind at that time when that started to happen? He's like, I would do anything to get back to the level that I was at before I got injured. I don't blame a guy for thinking like that. I mean, come on, you're making millions, 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars a year to shoot a basketball. All you got to do is make sure you're staying in shape. Man, listen, I don't blame him. Anybody will want to do that. Who wouldn't want to? It just makes sense. It just makes sense. It's human nature to be like, I hope I don't get caught, but because if I don't take it, I ain't going to make another 30 next year. If I do take it, I'm going to make 30. And I'm not making a case for people using steroids. I'm just saying, if I was getting paid $50 million a year, these thoughts would probably creep into my mind. I would say, you know what? Steroids, they probably ain't that bad. I'm trying to tell you. That's probably how a lot of athletes think. That's how I would think. When you're at the top, you want to stay at the top. And sometimes to be able to stay at the top, you're going to have to do certain things, especially if you're getting older, you're 38, 39, 40 years old, and you're trying to keep up with these 20-year-olds. They're only getting more and more athletic. They're only getting more and more skilled. For you to be dominant in your 21st season, here's my thing, and I'm probably wrong. There's something that you're probably doing, and I'm not really knocking them for it. Anyways, you tell me what you think. You tell me what you think. Is my conversation, is my argument valid? Is it not valid? Are they tripping? Am I tripping? You tell me what you think. Is LeBron on them PEDs? Drop a comment below.